What's up, man? It's your boy Nerd of Valley. We on a whole new year, the year 2022. Definitely a lot of good ass movies coming out this year, boy. Definitely a lot of good movies coming out. Um, I really wanted to do a review for No Way Home, but I was really just so caught up with a lot of things going on in life, and just never really got to it. But I just couldn't not do one for the Batman, and I just felt like this was one of the better Batman movies I've seen in some time, for real. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of the Nolan trilogy. It's not the best to me. One thing about Batman movies kind of be like scarce. So when a new one comes out, I mean, normally because we so big on Batman, most of us that are Batman fans, when we see a Batman movie or any Batman property, it's just like, oh, this is the greatest ever. Um, I feel like, in my opinion. Um, let's talk about the Batman. First off, I um I really like that this Batman film. First off, scratch that. With anybody that doubted Robert Pattinson owes him an apology. Um, I really like that this Batman movie just kind of opens up the door for so many opportunities for so many different things to be done. They didn't tell an origin story with this one, but they still found a way to tell his story of where he's coming from. But it's so many different avenues. But this being his second year as Batman, you have this curiosity in you of where he's been and where he's going. Me personally, I definitely fell for this Batman. Like, I really would like to see more of this Batman in the future and where his story goes. So it's probably one of the more darker Batmans that we've gotten in some time. Um, I think before that, the darkest we got was, to me, Keaton's Batman. Before that, and after that, I don't think we really got a super dark Batman. The Nolan's Batman was a little bit more on the technological side. This Batman kind of reminded me of um, Arkham Knight games, and I think this Gotham was my favorite Gotham because you can't have a decent Batman story without Gotham being a character. You have to portray Gotham as a character in the story, and it just seemed like with this Gotham, there's so many opportunities for anything to pop up. You never know. It's so many different cuts and stuff like that. The train track outside of the club and stuff like that just caught my attention. It was something about the environment that this movie was set in. You know, looking for a character like the Riddler, and this motherfucker could be anywhere. You understand? That's what this Gotham was like to me. It reminded me of Arkham, the game, because you can go anywhere in Arkham and you different alleyways, all kinds of different stuff. But I feel like with this Batman, like I was saying, it's so much opportunity, and we can get a lot of different characters with this Batman that we, haven't got from previous ones. I'm pretty sure if they do a trilogy or something, we'll get a Joker. I'm pretty sure because you're not going to get a Batman universe without a Joker. Me personally, I wouldn't give you Joker because we've got Joker so many times. I would keep him in the background, possibly so like the last movie. But I just it was something about this Riddler that kind of places him at the top of the list for me as far as Batman villains on screen. I liked him a lot more than I don't want to say I liked him more than Heath Ledger's Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker wasn't my favorite on-screen Batman villain. Heath Ledger's Joker really wasn't even the Joker to me. I feel like The Dark Knight could have been its own movie if you were to take away the name Batman, or if you was to take away the name the Joker from that character. This could have been a movie about anything. But DeVito's Penguin was one of my favorite Batman villains, and this Penguin in this one was pretty cool. I really liked Colin Farrell, who was an amazing actor. He definitely killed that role as the Penguin, and I'm looking forward to seeing him throughout, these trilogies or whatever we're getting from this Patterson's and this Matt Reeves universe moving forward. Um, I feel like with this type of universe, you can do a Clayface and make him like a master of disguise, or basically, I would see this universe being like a Saw type universe in some type of ways. Like each character doesn't have to be comic accurate. You can do your own spin on them and make them psychotic, crazy, serial killer ass type characters. Like I was saying, Clayface, one of my favorite villains. I would like to see if I wasn't going to get a Clayface, which I would have liked to seen in a Snyder universe or the DCEU main continuity. I would have liked to seen that because in that universe, that Batman could have got away with doing a man bat, um, more supernatural type characters that you wouldn't get in a realistic setting. So if I was to do it in this Matt Reeves universe, I would make him a serial killer or something that's a master of disguise. But also, I feel like with this universe, I would love to see Mask of the Phantasm. I would love to see the Phantasm done in this universe right here because I feel like this one is dark enough to do so. I really think I can see a Damian coming up in this universe. And I say that because there's so much opportunity with the way that they came into this story. You don't know what his upbringing was. From what it seems like, Alfred taught him to fight. But we could also have it be told that he's came across the League of Assassins already. He's done the do with Talia already, and there's a Damian brewing in her oven somewhere. So by the time the second one comes around, if we wanted to take the young boy, no spoilers from the first one, this first movie, and make him a Robin, you can push the story down the line about 2, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Robin's mid-teens or whatever, and by the end of this movie, we can get a Damian coming in, which I wouldn't mind casting the young boy who plays Ashtray in Euphoria because he's definitely Damien for me. Um, they talk a lot about Mr. Freeze being the villain for the sequel or possibly the Court of Owls, which I don't mind, which was one reason they kind of I wasn't too excited for this version of the Batman, but I wasn't against it. But when I heard that he really wants to do Mr. Freeze, I was like, I gotta see what Matt Reeves is offering me because Freeze is one of my favorite characters as far as Batman's rogue gallery goes because it's such an intricate character and he's not like every other character. If you ever watched the animated series, which I think Reeves and them took a little bit from that too, also. Um, the Unlawful Evil book, the most unlawful evil. It's one of the darker Batman novels that I read. Batman basically beating the hell out of pedophiles. But when I heard he was doing that, I definitely wanted to check it out and see what he was offering as far as his first installment with Batman, so that I can get an idea where he possibly would go with for Mr. Freeze. I think if he does Mr. Freeze, it wouldn't be some guy running around with like a ice gun and what we are used to, which I would love to see. But I feel like he's gonna offer somebody that's basically running around with like a nitrogen type chemical, you know, with basically the same type of plot that we normally get from a Mr. Freeze, but just his own spin on things a little bit. Like I was saying with the Clayface situation, I would see them doing a Clayface being a master of disguise, which was, if you ever read the original Clayface wasn't anything like what you got in the animated series. He was basically a guy that just, I want to say it was the identity from one of his films, and he played a killer, and he just ran around using that identity from a movie that he played in. So we can get something like that in the Matt Reeves universe. I feel like you won't get too much supernatural stuff in this universe, and everything will be more realistic, which I will be all down for. I will be down for. So if you haven't seen the Batman, go check it out, and then come back, holla at me, let me know what you think. I think it was well done movie, a great piece of art, a great piece of art, man. I'm not gonna say it was the greatest movie in the world before a Batman film, and for what I know Batman to be, this aspect of Batman was well deserved for Batman fans. We haven't got this detective Batman on screen. I don't feel like we've got a Batman this dark on screen. And hopefully it continues on and we do get a more of this Matt Reeves universe because it was well deserved and well needed. Um, still feel like Ben Affleck could have been the best Batman that we got and could have been closest to comic accuracy, but DC dropped the ball with Ben Affleck, and it's not Ben Affleck's fault. I feel like Ben Affleck had a script ready, and rocking and rolling, that was going to give us a little everything that we've wanted from Batman for some time. But we didn't get that, and Matt Reeves came to save the day. Possibly this universe could be linked to the Joker's universe some type of way, but that's just only speculations. I'm definitely going to go see the Batman again, probably 2 or 3 times. Definitely going on a little date, go see it with a friend, and that's not even a date, it's just a friend. But I will give it a solid. If you was like let it grade it a B plus, A minus, B plus. Definitely will be a movie I'll watch again. Really just looking forward to seeing growth in this Batman, and seeing where this story goes. So check out the Batman.